That's perfectly fine. Now we're gonna go ahead and do the behind the neck press. Pretty much get the blood flowing, get the nervous system going. And we're just gonna lift it off. All right. I'm not counting, but
that last one was hard.
I'm not counting, but it looked like you did like about 30 of them. One thing though, I did notice last time we lifted, and I didn't bother to mention it before, was because I actually didn't really notice it until I caught it later replaying the video. And I was just mentioning getting the weight back for the getting the blood flow and doing this for flexibility. And a lot of times people will get you get injuries or little owies where I hurt my back, my shoulder, my hips, and all. And a lot of times, a lot of these weights you go to do, you're feeling it different. So you're wanting to go ahead and lift things and get off balance. And you'll see people bench pressing, or for an example, and one arm's going up and the other one's going later. And I caught myself on the last video doing that. Because even though I've bumped both shoulders, this one's fine, this one's a little bit bothering me. So to prevent myself from getting too sloppy with it, I don't go really heavy with the weight to try to keep things as evenly as possible, keep everything as balanced, and don't make the situation worse. Ready to lift? Yes. So if something like that hurts you, going behind the head, I would suggest don't do it. But definitely don't overload the weight and start lifting it with really bad form. You're just building muscle memory to lift it bad, and the problem's just going to get progressively worse and worse. All right. Stop there.
That'd be a lot easier.
What, doing it the second time around?
No, just the weight.
Another thing I don't like to do is, and I feel like we're kind of rushing into it a little bit back and forth on here, is I don't like to do the weight and you haven't recovered from the breathing and you're still oxygen deprived and you're jumping right back on it. And basically, it's like you're lifting it into
Exhaustion.
Yeah, exhaustion. So whatever time you need to recover, feeling fresh and go lift it. Sometimes I give it 5 to 10 minutes. It's whatever's needed. But I'm feeling good on this one. So. All right, lift it. Right.
I'm debating if I should go down or just take a little bit more time to rest.
I give it a little bit more time to rest. Like I said, back when I was younger, back in the you know, mid to late '80s, it was always told 15 to 20-second rests. That's all you're supposed to get, like 30 seconds tops. And all you do is it's just an anaerobic workout, and you're just expiring all your oxygen, and you're just not getting the workout out of it.
All right.
Looks like the same shirt you wore last time. Is that like the smallest shirt that you had in your drawer?
The one that makes me look super muscular for the videos.
So that's what it is. You getting ready to lift it?
Yeah.
All right. Don't drop it on your head.
Try not to.
And this is also good here in that he's going to be in competition doing snatches, and other than his hands being further apart, it's pretty much they're going to be going behind his head. So anybody that is a weightlifter is going to know that behind the head presses are definitely beneficial. Oh, man.
I kind of switched it up by bringing my back off of it, just to get like more mobility, have more space.
I gotta kind of have this lean back just a little bit instead of like it being at a perfect like 90 degree, because I've seen a lot of times lifters when they go to the gym, this bar will be like pretty far behind their head, and I know it's kind of a pain, so it feels a little bit better to have a little bit closer when we're racking and unracking it. But then it makes these things kind of get in the way a little bit.
All right.
So I want to lean it forward a little bit, which is fine. It's just as long as we're doing it in a seated position.
Well, usually
Not getting that added
what it is like an arch,
bump up.
and I gotta move my neck. I don't know. Are you going straight?
I feel like I'm going straight. If I'm going a little bit at angle, that's all right too, because like I said, if something's bothering a shoulder and you need to go change the angle just a little bit so it feels better, sometimes I'll do that. I'll get on something and my hands feel better here than they do further back, or vice versa. And I just slightly change that angle. I'm already feeling like jello. How many times was this? Our third?
Or fourth, I think.
You did it 4 times? I thought we did 3, or you did it 3. I did 2.
Oh, it's your third. I forgot I went first. You usually go first.
Mm-hmm.
Ready?
Yep. Woo. Are you still good with the weight, or want to adjust? He says something about lowering it before. Well, it takes a little bit off, and then just take these off the end of it. That's what you want. Do a little bit of adjustment. You know, when we started off warming up, we started off lighter and went up considerably higher than what we had on here for the workout. So the workout, it didn't feel that bad. You lift it heavier, your nervous system already knows what it can and can't do, and then you jump on the lighter weight, and you can rep it off a lot easier than you're over there just warming up with lightweight, and then going in the heaviest weight you're lifting is what you're doing for the workout.
Because your mind's prepared for that heavy weight.
Your mind's prepared, your nervous system's prepared without you even knowing it's prepared. It's already made a determination whether or not it can or can't lift it, how many times it can lift it. I'm not saying you're tricking yourself, but you definitely can lift more.
All right.
Right now we're on week 4 of a 20-week workout. Alex, this is his senior year for weightlifting. I typically do 12-week workouts. I don't really set up for 20, but I'm trying something slightly different with this, and I kind of like it. So we're just getting about 9, 10, 12 reps, whatever it is, for these workouts. A little bit higher in the beginning. Definitely will be tapering the weight down and lifting heavier, getting towards the end of the 20 weeks.
Ready?
Yep. Maybe that I did 4. I did 4. Do one more of this and switch over to the bar in the front. I wasn't saying nothing, but I wasn't so sure about that last one on there. Yeah, I can tell when you start to get tired on there, because when you start to get tired, I haven't noticed this before because you guys always have super good form, and I'm always one that's like, my shoulder hurts and I'm late coming up with something, or I got to do warm up a little bit longer, or I got to change the angle, and I know I've got that funny little pinch or whatever in the shoulder, so I gotta get just right, get the blood in there, and I start to feel good about it. He's normally good all the way. right off the bat, nice and even. But I noticed the last few of them as you're going up on there, just like I was mentioning in the last video, you're like kind of a little bit low on the right hand side. So that's what I was saying before when you had mentioned wanting to lower the weight a little bit. I was like, okay, let's go ahead and lower it. You don't have to go for 12 on here. You know, do a few less. Do 11 or 10 or 9. Do a few less on here. I'd rather when you lift this for right now, have at least, you know, 2 lifts left in you before you rack it, or you just did that all the way till you couldn't even lift on there.
Yeah.
But for right now, just do it until you have about 2 left. So if you're feeling like you're getting to the point where, hey, I can't do it, cut that off. And then the other thing is we can go ahead and adjust these weights and drop them off. I know it's not, for us, this isn't like superhuman, you know, we're not over here stacking 45s on the side of it, but there's no real purpose to it.
That's why it's good to have a partner, because I didn't even feel that.
I could barely see it because I'm looking at the wall behind you, and I could notice not only was it going up a little bit uneven, but it was going up slower. Like this one was going up faster than this one, and then it was a little bit of an angle. So, like I said, just lower the weight on there. You don't have to do 12. I seen you were going for 12. I'm doing 10, so, and I'm pretty exhausted on my 10s.
Because I'm trying harder.
Yes, because Alex is trying harder. Right.
I feel like you kind of have the same thing, but it's your left side.
The left side's dropping. I can feel that when I get to a certain point, and I'm getting behind me, I can feel like the weight's kind of getting away from me, almost to the feeling where, like when you're doing a snatch, and your hand gets in that position where it gets snapped behind your head. But I feel like I'm getting something kind of like that where I'm getting like a little bit of a pull toward the back. I mean, it's a good stretch and all, but it feels like it's like my weak point. This should be a lot easier too. I mean, I like it behind the neck better myself, but usually when it starts to come in the front, it's a little easier. And another thing is, I will drop this just a hair. This should be easier. Do a few of them here in the front. All right. So where that looked a lot easier for him, sometimes that's not always the case for me. I've been used to doing it back here, and I go to move to the front or whatever, and all of a sudden, it's like the weight just wants to drop off, and I can't catch it. I can't catch it like he does. All right. But not in this case. Ooh-wee. I've already got to the point where
know.
Are you starting to feel it now?
Yeah. It's just the
No.
balancing.
Normally he gives it a lot more rest in between. We'll be sitting here. This whole workout here will take hours to do. And, well, it won't take hours to do, but. Oh, it's nice to be competitive, I guess, and try to outlift me. I do 10, he's got to do 12. I give it like 10 seconds of rest. He's just jumped right on it. This is your number 3 for the front.
Yeah.
Number 3. Good.
Easy.
I would definitely recommend not only in the front, the chest, but especially the behind the head that we did for anyone to definitely who wants to keep their mobility in their shoulders. The last thing you want to do is get to the point where you have, let's say, frozen shoulder, and you lift your hands up, and they don't go any further back behind you than this. It's great exercise to keep that up. Pretty much once you get to that point where you have lost that, very little chance you're going to get that back.
They're just resting if it's out there.
I think
I lost count. Was that 12?
I think our cameraman was falling asleep. Camera woman. If you see all of a sudden the video goes like this, all the way down to the ground, bounces off the floor. Yeah, our camera woman fell asleep. Oh, it's hard to find good help.
We're gonna have to edit that part.
What do you mean, edit out the camera woman? Oh Lord. I'm ready whenever you are.
Last one. Here we go.
There we go.
Shoulder workout complete.
Shoulder workout complete.